Peace, family. Peace. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror search for Uhuru. We got Brandon on with us, but I think he's eating his collard green sandwich right now. So let him finish his collard green sandwich in peace. Because Brandon's eating a collard green um, pork chop sandwich. So let him finish his sandwich, and then he'll jump on here shortly. So guys, like, share, subscribe. Go to dynastymirror.com. Please, again, like, share, and subscribe as you enter the chat. I know you guys have read this title, right? I know you guys read this title of the stream, and you guys are like, Dynasty, stop trolling. Guys, I am not trolling. Like, this really happened. Like, this is real, guys. I'm gonna share it with you. I'm trying to be mature. I want to be mature, okay? I want to be mature, but I want to troll. It's just I just feel like trolling Biden and Kamala Harris supporters. I want you guys, if you voted for Biden and Kamala Harris, I want you to come on tonight and defend this. I don't want to cuss. This buffoonery. There we go. This buffoonery. I want you to come on tonight and defend this buffoonery. You guys went through all that trouble, took your booties to the poll, strolled to the poll, chucks and pearls to the polls, voter discrimination or whatever. You know, if you don't vote for Biden, unfriend me right now. If you don't vote for Biden, I'm going to block you. I got blocked by several people, all in the name so y'all can have crack pipe reform. You're not getting the George Floyd prison reform, jail, police reform. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get your voter rights reform. That's not going to happen. But you know what you got? You know what you got. You got crack pipe reform. I'm going, like, listen, I don't want to troll, but I can't help myself. I'm just looking at this buffoonery. And you guys went through all this trouble to save the Democratic Party, to turn Georgia blue in the name of crack pipe reform. So every time I hear somebody who's going to vote blue or who's bragging about turning Georgia blue and all this other stuff, I am going to bring up crack pipe reform. Okay. Somebody said, I got 20 on that pipe. There you go. Well, listen, you hold on. Raga, thank you for the super chat, brother. Again, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. But you can get the pipes for free. Biden has put $30 million towards the pipes. The glass, what they say, the glass dicks. Excuse my language. Glass, you can freebase now under the Joe Biden. You can smoke all the crack you want. Literally, you can smoke all the crack you want, freebase, do all that. Brand new glass dicks, okay? I'm dead. God, you think I'm about to pull it up? Like, this is real. This is real life. You can smoke all the... There you go. 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 Thank you to the Biden administration. You can get all that narcotic. Thanks to the Biden. Listen, all those people who called me a coon and all this other stuff, you will not hear the end of me. You won't hear the end from me. You won't. I'm dead serious. Y'all think, hold on, let me jump to the article. Well, Brandon, come on, unmute yourself, Brandon. Come on in. Like, when I saw this, I said, no way. I said, no way. I said no. I said no way. I said this
Yes
can't be.
way.
Listen, but I said no way. This can't be real. And I started to research. And then what I did, because I don't want people to say, well, Dinas, you pulled it from a right-wing publication. I found Black Enterprise. Now listen, now if there's something I don't know, that Black Enterprise is now right wing. You know, they're not right wing anymore. They're right wing now. I didn't know. But Brandon, go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm gonna pull up the article. I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna respond to this real quick.
Man,
This message. Go ahead.
I'm Brandon. Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. That's my YouTube channel. Please go over there, like, share, subscribe to your boy. Listen, man, we told you guys. I remember it was about this time last year, we were telling black folks, well, the year before last, don't do this. We got all the excuses, oh, lesser of two evils, all this stuff. What is evil? What is the definition of evil? Bro, did you ever imagine a day where a president would go on the record saying, yo, I'm about to give 30 million. I can't give you reparations. I can't give your kids decent after school programs. I can't give your kids a decent education. We can't fund any of that, but we can fund crack pipes into black neighborhoods because we know traditionally white folks don't use crack. They use cocaine. So when you got something where they put in crack pipes, what do you think that's aimed at? That's aimed at Pookie and Ray Ray. Straight up. But we still want to walk around in this state of cognitive dissonance. Biden is the lesser two. Biden is literally attacking black people because you know how before they said they had a head start? Biden he's initiated. You know how they call this the Great Reset, Dinus? This is not the Great Reset. This is the new head start. This is the new head start. Biden is further spreading the gap, widening the gap between African Americans, freedmen, whatever you want to call them, and everybody else. First, the white man got a head start on you. Well, the white man is about to hand the mantle over to the Hispanic. So what the Hispanics then said was, look, if you're going to hand this over to us, you got to give us a head start. So he said, okay, I got you. Hold my beer. Let's throw dope into their communities. Let's make it acceptable for them to use dope. Let's give them the safe injection sites. There's 2 safe injection sites in the whole United States where people can go and use crack and shoot up heroin legally, and those are both in Harlem, New York. Now he's distributing the crack pipes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like this guy is at war with your people, Biden has been at war with black people for 70 years. Not 70, for 50 years. He's still at war with black folks. The only difference is you have let the fox into the hen house, talking about, oh, he's changed his ways. Oh, he lost some teeth, so he stopped being a fox, huh? Now you done let him into the hen house. Now he's wreaking havoc. Your kids will be smoking crack. Let's leave it up to the Democrats. Your kids will be smoking crack. Your kids never saw Juice. Your kids never saw what's it with Pookie? New Jack City. Your kids never saw that stuff. Cocaine Cowboys. They think this is cool. This is the new thing, Mom. Not everybody's smoking crack now. You're not gonna see it like black folks normally do. We're not gonna take action until look. They used to say you won't address it till it's sitting at your doorstep. We won't address it till it's sitting in the living room, freaking drinking a beer on our couch. That's when we'll address our problems. When they're sitting in the living room drinking a beer on our damn couch. When your kid comes home and you thought you was gonna find some cigarettes, but you find a crack pipe. That's when you're gonna know that you in trouble.
My bad. I had to mute myself. I think there was an echo on my end. Bro, like I'm in disbelief, but I'm not in disbelief, Brandon. Like I'm in disbelief. But you know what's crazy, Brandon? Throughout all this fuckery from Afghanistan, that mess, you're not getting. Listen, guys, you're not getting the George Floyd bill. You're not getting the voter rights bill. It's not gonna happen. Now this and the other goof ups, Black Democrats have been so quiet. The loudest ones, the loudest ones, oh, if you don't vote for Biden, unfriend me right now. Uh, uh, I'ma block you. They've been so quiet, and I'm shocked. You gotta mute yourself.
No, yeah, and this is the whole thing. It's because there's no accountability in the Black community, Diners. Lately, you see me. I've been going out with the Wabo fake Indians. I've been going at it with the FBA xenophobes and stuff. And what you see in what's growing in our community is this sense of unaccountability, where Black folks think that we can say and do anything, and then when it has a negative result, we can just plead the fifth and just not say anything. And, oh, it's not our fault, right? There's a lack of accountability. You don't hear any of these people who disrespected us when we were telling them don't vote for Joe Biden or the Democrats. You don't hear any of them coming to apologize. Hey, man, you guys got it right, man. We were wrong. Sorry about that. Next time we'll listen to you. They're just gone. And how many people get on here and get influenced by these people? These people are not beholden to you. Once they're walking in darkness and stepping in dog doo-doo, so they want somebody to come step in dog doo-doo with them. They don't want to be the only one smelling shitty. And I'm speaking of Pan-Africanist people, right? I'm not speaking to all these other weirdos. But what I'm telling you is, you might look over on the other side. You might think, oh, yeah, we was already here. And it might sound good. It's a lot of tough talk. Everybody likes a guy who talks tough. But at the end of the day, when you sitting up shit creek, those guys are not going to have nothing for you. Just like Tariq, he's leading all these people on the xenophobic rampage. Once Tariq gets his money, and he's going to disappear into the night. And all those idiots are going to be sitting around, looking around. Oh, where'd Tariq go? After they done got themselves up to their neck in crap off of running their mouth, thinking that they were never going to have to suffer the consequences of their actions. Let me tell you, Dinus, when I heard that Yvette Carnell apologized for her xenophobic rhetoric, when I heard Yvette Carnell was on Clubhouse telling people that she was wrong for what she was saying about Black immigrants and stuff like that, I knew that this had reached a breaking point. Because if Yvette Carnell can see the mess that our
hold on. When was this?
This was the day before yesterday.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
If Yvette Carnell, as ignorant as she is, could see that we are sliding down into a state of oblivion, and she even apologized for being a part of what's going now, you know it's bad. We got a dude. He can't give us a penny for reparations. Not one penny for reparations. But he could give Afghan immigrants $9.6 billion. He can give every Asians 30 million or whatever. He can't give us a penny, but what he can do is offer us a free crack pipe. I mean, when you think about that, I can't give
I'm about to repost that. Hold on, I'm about to post that. Hold on, keep going.
I can't give you anything that will benefit you. We broke. We ain't got we broke. We ain't got it. But what I can offer you is a free crack pipe. Like, if that is not someone trying to destroy you, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. You got Dane Calloway talking about Blacks were never slaves. We were employees who were brought over here and paid to work. You got dudes talking about we are not Africans. You got dudes talking about Black people undermine us. So we'll say immigrants are our biggest problem because they undermine us, right? Then we'll go get in the poll and vote Democrat. But the Democrats is holding a crack pipe to your lips. But it's the black immigrants who are your problem. Explain that, Dinus. Explain that to me. The black immigrants are our biggest problem, right? But Joe Biden is holding a crack pipe to you and your children's lips. But you know what? He's changed, Dinus. He's not racist no more. People change, Dinus. No one has seen crack from the perspective of the black people. No one has seen the way it ruins lives more than us. We not only saw it, we lived it. We lived it. All y'all got an auntie or a cousin or a brother who smoked crack. Okay? We've seen it. You saw Jungle Fever when Gator was trying to steal the TV up out the house and the daddy had to kill him. We've seen it. And now this guy is saying, look, this is what we need more of. You guys, look, black people, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Now here's a crack pipe. Go do what you do best. Go get high. Go walk around with your lips ashered and Tyrell Biggums. You walk around looking like Dave Chappelle, when he plays a crackhead. That's what our people need. That's what we need. We need free crack pipes. And then they say, Dinus, they say it's promoting racial equity. They say it's promoting racial equity, man. What? Their kids get scholarships, grants, generational wealth. But you know what's going to make you equal to our white kids? A crack pipe. Because while they're dreaming and achieving, you're going to be dreaming all right in a crack-induced coma. It ain't going to be real in no way. But that crack going to have you feeling like you floating on air. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be walking across the stage. You're going to be walking on water in your brain. See, that's what equality is to them. Because for these Democrats, equality is Negroes at the bottom. That to them is equity. Equity to them is them on top and us way down up under the bottom in the bowels of the American slave ship. And you have people who get on here. My good friend Nat Neasy. Oh, I love America. It's the best country on earth. Well, then you love smoking crack, my brother. You love giving crack pipes to kids, my brother, because that's what America's about. See, it's like you dating a girl and she got herpes. You love her, but you claiming you don't love the herpes. The herpes is a part of who she is. You can't have her and not have herpes. That's America. You can't dissect America and take what you want and pick and choose what parts of America you want to be a part of. America is what America is. And if you love America, that's what you love. That's what you love. Look, America's fine as far as like, it's a good place with a lot of opportunity. I'm not going to talk bad on America, but I will tell you, America ain't good for black folks. America's not good for black folks. And anyone who talks about, I love America, wraps himself up in an American flag, they don't love black people. They love America. The patriots. A patriot do what's best for his country. And if for a racist country, the best thing for them is to keep the black man underfoot, trampled down low. So if they love this country, if they're a patriot, they love this country more than they love black folks. So here we go. Tariq Nasheed. We're the moral compass of America. So basically, the black moral compass has led us straight into the crack pipe, offering crack pipes to kids. Okay. See, you can't, this is my thing. Y'all sit up and represent for America, America, America. But when America starts being who America really is, y'all quiet. I bring this to the plate. I bring this to the table to my brothers who say, I love America. America's the best on earth. You know what they have to say about this? Straight up crickets, dog. Straight up crickets, dog. Nothing. Because every now and then, America going to remind you, America's a great country, just not for you, nigga. That's what they're going to tell you. It's a great country, but not for you. These are whites only pie. And if you touch one of them, I'm going to make you nigga pie. And that's what we get. The bottom of the boot. That's all we get. They eat steak, we eat boot leather as they stomping us in the mouth. But we keep on trying to paint this fake ass picture, America. And they coming. Listen, bro, name me one African country where the president then got on stage and said, yo, what I think is best for our country is for me to distribute free crack pipes to everybody. But you talking about how Africa is terrible. You listen, the African kids are gonna be achieving. Your kid gonna be hooked on crack and hooked on phonics. That's what America's doing for you. But they coming to steal your swag. They coming to take our swag. Bro, the white man assigned you your swag, and now he's assigning you that dope stick. And you know what we gonna do, Diners? You gonna have black people out in the street defending this in a couple of days. No, Joe Biden knows what's best for this country. There's a lot of black people out here on dope. Like, it used to be when the government tried to hide shit. That was the covert conspiracy, right? Now they all up in your face with it. Joe Biden said, I'm going to spend 30. He did you. Diners, you used to watch Martin, right?
Oh, say that again?
You used to watch Martin, right?
Of course.
Remember the bitch with Dragonfly, the kung fu teacher?
Yeah.
And the dude, Kenji, will walk up and say, Dragonfly, man, give me my money. You owe me my money. That dude say, I got your money, punk, but I ain't going to give it to you. That's how America did y'all. Y'all said, we need reparations, Joe. Master Joe, we need reparations. We got mistreated, Master Joe. You owe us. He said, I got your money, punk. He said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to buy every other race in America drinks. Drinks on the house. Asian, y'all want some money? Here it go. White, y'all want some money? Here it go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring some Afghan citizens over here and get him some of your money. But I ain't going to give you a damn penny, punk. And guess what you did? You sat up and took it. You ate crow and took it. You ate crow, you took it. You tried to find different ignorant pursuits to try to justify taking it. You went out and followed all these fleecers and con artists. Oh, they're going to build their own black nation. We're going to build our own black city. Oh, no. This dude is going to get our land restored because he's going to get us some teepees over on our original Indian land. Then the next guy, I'm going to show you how to get reparations. FBA, yeah, build me a museum. I'm going to show you how to get reparations, right? Black Americans are on the internet trolling, name calling, trying to talk and punch down on black immigrants. You know why we doing that? Because that's all we got. That's all we got. We got nothing else. We have nothing else. We are a helpless people right now. We got no more, as the General Taco said in a speech, we got no more blood to bleed. One time when I was a kid, I used to have a kitten and I named him Fritz, right? And Fritz was a little bounty, happy kitten. And I used to take the kitten outside and I would sit him on my lap and he got in his habit though. He started running outside whenever we would open the door. Still young, but he wants to run outside. And I would say, Fritz, don't go outside, man. I want him to stay inside. Well, the reason why I want him to stay inside is because my neighbor next door had two big ass pit bulls, right? One was named Warlock and the other one's name was Samson or something. They were ridiculous. Just some big ass, rabid, buff ass pit bulls. He used to starve them and stuff for 2 months and then feed them gunpowder. They were just out of control, okay? He was a gang member and a drug dealer. One day, Lil Fritz runs out the door. Somehow, these two pit bulls got out the yard. They grabbed poor Lil Fritz. One pulled him to the west, one pulled him to the east, ripped Lil Fritz right in half. I run up, I start beating the dogs, kicking them. Get off of Fritz, you bastards. Let me tell you something. The dogs let him go and backed away. Lil Fritz had one little paw, Diners. He had one little paw. He was ripped in half. His entrails was all hanging out the street. Lil Fritz had one little paw, and with that little paw, he was trying to claw at those dogs who had just ripped his ass in half. That's black folks. We are Fritz. We are totally destroyed, trying to find any last semblance of dignity to reinforce our already shattered ego. We keep doing that. It's not nobody's fault. We keep doing that to ourselves. We keep letting these people take our ego and smash it down into the ground and cheering them on while they doing it. Now we so low, our values are worthless, and now we got to go try to feel better about ourselves by going to beat up on somebody else that looks like us. But we too cowardly to go after the people who going after us. We got to get out of these Democrats' face, get off of their plantation, and I don't care who you vote for, just don't vote Democrat.
Guys, hit that like button again. Please hit the like button. Also, link is in the chat room. If you'd like to call in and add to the conversation of, the free crack pipes. You know what's crazy? Joe Biden locked y'all up gave you guys 3 strikes during the crack epidemic. Now he's giving y'all free crack pipes. Shout out to Joe Biden, y'all. Shout out to Joe Biden. Shout out to Joe Biden, y'all. Free crack pipes. Free crack pipes. So
somebody in the chat said, I hope our people don't fall for this. We falling for it, bro.
It's too late, bro. Listen, we already felt, man. We were the loudest about it. Oh, we turned Georgia blue. We gonna stroll to the pole. We gonna check our booty to the pole. We were the loudest.
Listen to this. Look, Crypto Black said Bitcoin. Listen, bro, I don't know how much crack you can buy with Bitcoin, my brother. Listen, bro, crack is real, dog. I don't care what nobody say. Dope is real, dog. But the Black Critic, I love you, my brother. Come on here and tell us how we should still support Democrats, even though they're distributing crack pipes in our neighborhoods now.
You know me, Brandon. You know me. I mess with you 100, 1,000, 1,000,000,000%, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our only difference is politics, man. It's politics. But I love you still, my brother, even though I disagree with you on this, right? I didn't even want to call, come in. You know what I'm saying? You guys are Republicans and things like that. But I disagree with some of your positions. But in the past, you have said, hey, look, right? We have to see what party is basically fulfill our needs politically. But you just said, don't vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? A while back, you was like, hey, look, I'm not telling you to go Democrat. I'm not telling you to go Republican. I'm telling you make an intellectual decision based upon the politics. Now you're saying don't even vote Democrat.
So look,
I'm kind of,
I changed my position because at first I tell people just vote based on what you see and you think is best. Now they distributing crack pipes in the hood, dog. So I got to change my position from maybe the Democrats will throw you a bone, and if they do, you should vote for them, to totally no Democrats. And that's why I muted my mic. I want you to explain to me, how does a black person now justify voting Democrat when these dudes literally came out and said they're going to distribute crack pipes in your city?
Now, I remember, forgive me because I just, joined in on the broadcast, and so I chimed in, so I'm probably a little late, but I do remember one time, like a couple of weeks ago, you were saying right here in New York where I am, that they're, distributing crack pipes where you get, you could do drugs, you get high, and there's a doctor there to see if, you OD, and hey, he didn't OD. Okay, come back again. That's ridiculous. Because you're 100% right. Because back in the 80s, I know a friend. I didn't know him this close when the whole opioid epidemic was happening, right? And it was like, it's a mental. We have to really help them because they have mental issues, and we have to take care of them, right? And when him and I was on Facebook, he was like, yo, fuck all this. He said, my father was addicted to crack. We tried to get him help. The only help they gave him was jail time, right? And my father passed away, and now it's a mental health issue, and you want to give an olive branch? He said, "F all of y'all," and that hurt me deep. That hurt me deep. I do not condone this. I don't I'm not going to put it on just Democrats. I'm not just going to put it on just Republicans. I'm putting it on is this supposed to be America where everything is supposed to be fair, right? Why are you going to do this and everyone just look the other way?
Wait, bro. Wait. If you ask any Republican in Congress, they're going to say no to crack pipes. So what you're doing, and this is what you do, I want to ask you just a straight question.
Yeah.
How much disrespect is it going to take for you to leave the Democrats?
And I keep on saying that.
Hold on, let me interject. I literally listen. Okay, during this previous election, I have black people say I would rather pay higher taxes. I have black people saying Joe Biden could pull his PP out and pee on me. I'm still gonna vote for him to get rid of Trump. You know, all the way to pretty much black men were willing to be cuckolds and watch Biden drill their wives and their girlfriends just to get rid of Trump. Brandon, there's no end to the disrespect.
No, I'm asking this guy because he comes with the argument. You know, I'm not going to just put it on Democrats, which is fine. Hold them equally accountable. They go two wings of the same bird. Okay. So I'm asking you, Black Critic, what is it going to take? How much disrespect do we take before we give up on the Democrats, bro?
Like I said, that's a very fair question, and I can ask that same question of Republicans because Republicans have drawn a line in the sand to not do anything. Can I get my point out?
Wait, bro. Listen, bro.
We
don't support Republicans.
But even that,
come on, that's a lie, yo. That's a lie.
Pipes. They're not just talking about distributing crack pipes into the black community.
Look, like I'm trying to address the question that you guys saying. Okay, let me do this first. My position, I don't feel any party right now currently is going to do anything really positive for black people at all. So that's my position.
So right now, you end up voting for Democrats then? Then you should have not voted at all.
Well, we had this conversation before, and you don't agree why I voted for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for Joe Biden because, you know what? Joe Biden is going to do all these great things for black people, even when Joe Biden was nominated.
Next election.
Next election right now. Put it like this. Right now, they say if we would have an election right now, right? They said Joe Biden would lose. Yeah, and he freaking deserved to lose.
No, why? I'm asking you personally. Who are you going to support, Democrats or Republicans?
Nobody.
So you're not going to vote next election?
Because I'm supporting them doing what? What are they putting on the table for black people?
Let me ask you a question. So last election, 8% of black people voted for Republican Trump. 88% voted for Democrats, right? So when you say, I could ask the same things of the Democrat. How are you going to ask anything of Democrats when Democrats do not support black people don't support how are you going to ask the same thing of the Republicans when black people don't support Republicans? Also, Trump, the Republican, offered black people $500 billion. That's a long way away from $30 million for crack pipes, bro.
Okay, now, again, what you're saying is right, but you're saying is also a little bit convoluted.
Wait.
Whoa. Can I get a statement in? I let you guys be quiet, and I heard you say, let me answer.
Real quick. I got to ask you one more question. So
God.
What's better, bro? 500 billion or 30 million for crack? 500 billion for black businesses or 30 million for crack pipes?
I understand the context and what you're saying. I understand what you're asking. But before I answer that, I'm going to put what you're saying in the proper political, historical context. Now, Trump did offer that, yes? And to answer the other previous question I was doing, when Trump was first running, he didn't offer black people shit.
Right? But we're talking about
when he was, hold on. When he's getting re-elected, he had 4 years to do something that tangible for black people. In the beginning, Trump was doing, and that's the thing I loved about Trump, I commended about him. He was like, I don't got to wait for you. I can just do an executive order and get it cracking, and I'll fight for it later. He didn't do none of that shit for black people. He did what he wanted to do for his rich donors and stuff like that. So moving forward,
executive orders for black people, and he signed stiff stuff in the law for black people.
So moving forward, right? So moving forward, when Trump is now, what you're saying, for him to get reelected, he's going to do this. That he didn't do it for 4 years.
Bro,
Now I'm going to do this for black people. So
listen, bro.
So the question that you're asking me, yes.
So basically, bro,
is what Trump offering better than the whole crack pipe deal? Yes.
Yeah. So basically, you're a cuckold. You like getting spit on and shit on by white folks, and you'll still support them doing that. And you'll not only that, you won't even.
I'd rather be a cuckold than be a Republican screwing the pooch. Like that makes no sense.
So what I'm saying is, you don't know what will happen if you voted Republican because you've never done it. So instead of trying,
why? Okay, let me ask you a question. Why would I vote? Let's say before Trump. Let's just take Trump out of it because Trump is like a 4-letter word. Before Trump, right? Why would I vote for the Republican Party? Let's say before Trump. You
could have voted for Ron Paul like I did the second when Obama ran the next time. A person who just sticks to the Constitution.
I did not agree with Ron Paul.
Okay,
like that.
But you do agree with Biden?
No. When it comes to what? When it comes to what specifically?
Wait, Black Critic. Wait. So you said I didn't vote for Ron Paul because I didn't agree with him. I don't agree with Biden, but I still voted for him. Come on, bro.
No. You're not going to do that. That's a different political concept. You can't say, well, the election between George Bush and Obama is the same thing as now. You can't do that.
So you're okay.
You can't do that.
So listen, black people's respect and dignity to you is expendable as long as we can be a part of the Democratic Party. That's basically what you're saying.
No, that's your take on it. That's not what I said.
No, that's Dinus. Is that not exactly what this man just said?
Okay, get another Republican talk. Get another Republican.
No, bro, Brandon, you gotta understand, Brandon. When you're dealing with rationale when you're rational and you're dealing with a demo buy, it's like arguing with an irrational woman. It's just,
so now I'm irrational,
brother.
Okay.
We give
All
you,
right.
bro.
Listen, no, you guys didn't even give me the courtesy of getting my whole point out. But I'm irrational. And you guys cut me off. I gave both of you the respect to ask me a question that lasted a minute long.
Brother,
I say 5 words, and you guys cut me off. Ask me another question.
Listen, brother. We asked you about Democrats. You drag Republicans into it. We asked you specifically about Democrats. You got to bring Republicans in. Well, you asking for
because the question you're asking loaded questions.
It has nothing to do with Republicans, bro.
You're asking loaded questions.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Brother, who's offering the crack pipes in the hood, bro?
In this instance, right? And I agree with you. It would be, I just told you in the beginning, I disagree with what they're doing. And I agree with you. Whether it be a Republican or a Democrat. It's a Democrat this time. I don't like that. And I agree with you.
Look, I asked you straight up, who's offering crack pipes in the hood? You said, well, in this instance, bro, why you can't say the Democrats are offering crack pipes in the hood?
I just said that.
So do you think the Democrats have black people's best interests at heart offering dope in crack pipes in our neighborhoods?
Well, if it's in our neighborhoods, then hell no, they don't. I don't know where the center is, bro. So I don't know where the center is.
You're making excuses for the Democrats.
No, you're not listening. You trying to villainize me. That's the problem.
Right,
I'm being honest. I'm trying to say if it's in our neighborhoods, I agree with you.
Let me ask you a question. Did you brush your teeth this morning?
Yes, sir.
See how quickly you answered that? Because that's when you're being honest. Now, if I say, are Democrats trying to attack the black community by putting crack pipes in our hood?
I said yes, if that's what they're doing.
Okay. So if the Democrats are attacking the black community, why would we continue supporting them?
Same. You're right. We shouldn't. Just like how we shouldn't be with Republicans because they draw lines in the sand that they don't mess with black people and they're racist.
No, but hold on, but let me interject.
And then you okay with Black Critic? You can look the other way with that.
No, but Black Critic, this is the issue. This is the issue I have with my blue brothers and sisters. You guys refuse to be accountable for going out in droves and shaming people in the name to vote for these two clowns in office. Like
I don't do that though.
Dude, you guys need to hold this L. Like hold this L. You know, the way people were shamed, even people that said, listen, I'm not gonna vote. The way black people went out, strolled to the poll, took their booties to the poll in the name of
I disagree with that. I don't agree with that either. Me and you agree about that.
Okay, the name for these two clowns, and just the way that black people who voted for them refuse to be accountable, just refuse. It's mind boggling.
It
Like,
is. It is.
goodness, this dude is putting crack pipes in the black community in the name of racial equity. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
And these blue supporters are just, the black ones are just like, I mean, let's back up for a second. Black Lives Matter stole $90 million from the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You're not getting your George Floyd bill. You're not getting your voting rights bill. Now he's pushing crack pipes in the name of racial equity. And black people are still bragging about turning Georgia blue against Stacey Abrams in office. I mean, when does it stop? Like, it's just, listen, a black
I already did a video about that, about black people's Biden's approval rating, and black people still want approve Biden after, like you said, the George Floyd bill didn't pass, right? He's all these things he promised that he can do. He's just choosing not to do it because he really don't care. He really doesn't care. You guys have to understand this. Both of you are intelligent to know, just because you voted for anybody, whether it be president, governor, congressman, or whatever, you may like, hey, look, they have 10 things they're running on, right? I like 6, but I really don't agree with the 4. But you know what? The good that they're doing, I'll vote for them. And then what you guys are doing, you hitting people with the 4 things, saying, well, yeah, because you like the 4 things too that you like. Like, nah, I don't like the 4 things.
And you name one good thing Democrats are doing for black people, just one.
Right now, currently, nothing.
Okay, so how are you making this a six good things for black
No. I'm just using hold on. I'm using an analogy, right? To let you guys know that you can't blame all. If someone says I'm a Republican, I'm an independent, I'm a socialist, right? Those has positive things to it, and it has negative things that comes with it, right? You guys say, well, no, because you run for those things, you own all those things, and you agree with all those things, and that's being unfair and dishonest. Like, look, there's a lot of Republican points that I like. There's a lot of hold on. When the Republicans start talking about, hey, look, all this gender wars and gay marriage, and you have
gender wars and all that, bro. Look, we're going to the thing that directly impacts black people. Crack pipes in our neighborhood. They're gonna hand your kid a fucking crack pipe, dog. And you're steady saying, well, look what the Republicans. Bro, this is the question.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
This is your question. How much disrespect do we take till we walk away from the Democrats? You give us some direction. How much disrespect should we endure? We've been there 60-something years. How much disrespect do we need to endure before we walk away from them, dog?
And I'll repeat myself again. I made a video about this, and we need to walk away from the Democratic Party. No party is helping us out in any way. They're more destructive than constructive. So that is my answer. You don't like my answer because I don't want to jump to the Republican plantation and go back 100 years in time.
So let me ask you this. Republicans come to the table. Dang, the black people, they leave in the Dems. Okay, we want to get their votes.
If you're talking about if, it's all a dream with you. This is a black Republican dream that never happened.
Brother, this is not a dream, bro. Trump literally came with $500 billion, but I'm giving you a.
Oh my God, you believe that hook, line, and sinker? Wow.
Black Critic. I don't know what's gonna happen unless I choose that option, brother. We bought into Democrats' hook, line, and sinker. They putting crack pipes in our neighborhoods, bro. That was the hook, line, and sinker. We've been believing in them for 60 years, and they've been dogging us. So I say, let's give some other group a chance. But let me ask you a hypothetical question. So Republicans come, we want to lure them in. They talk about they not going to vote, which I don't think is a good option either. So let's offer them $500 million or $1 billion for their schools, their businesses, whatever, right? Now the libertarians come along. They say, look, y'all, we got $30 million. If we get elected, we're probably not going to get elected. But if we do, we got $50 million for y'all, just for y'all black-owned businesses, whatever. Democrats sitting over there, not offering us that. We know these black folks going to vote for us no matter what. Who do you think we should go for?
The goddamn libertarians.
So if the Republicans offer $500 billion or $500 million or $1 billion, and the libertarians offer $50 million, we should go with the libertarians.
Yes, because at
Why?
least the libertarians don't have if they run a good campaign and it's something that you can see that they're very genuine about, right? And I was like, okay, look, they have a good
How
track
do we?
record. I
How do
would
we
vote
know?
for them instead of Republicans who only use black people as puppets and just to degrade black people. Because look, I don't trust Republicans like that if they were going to say that because they never show and prove or do
So,
anything for black people.
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this one last question, Don. Let me get him one last question. Okay, so the Democrats, you did trust them. They screwed you over for 60 plus years. Now you're saying I don't trust Democrats. They use us as puppets. Do you think it's that the Republican? I mean, I don't trust Republicans. They use us as puppets. Do you think that it's the Republicans who are untrustworthy and using us as puppets, or do you think it's just that you are a bad judge of intent, character, and honesty? Because you did choose a party that you thought you could trust for your whole life, and they screwed you over every step of the way. So maybe it's you who can't see the fact that they're genuine. Maybe you're just a bad judge of character.
I don't know how I'm a bad judge of character
You're a
when
bad
you what.
you're a bad judge of character because you chose the Democrats
Okay,
for
let
60
me know when
years.
I can talk.
And they didn't, listen, you're a bad. You said you don't know how you're a bad judge of character. Let me explain it again. You're a bad judge of character because the team you have been choosing, who you thought was honest and trustworthy, has proved to be dishonest and treated you like crap. You judged them to be trustworthy. They proved for decades to be untrustworthy, and you kept judging them to be trustworthy. So that's what makes you a bad judge of character. Continue.
Okay, hopefully I could be continue uninterrupted. Now, what you're saying is right, and you just said you say, "Hey, look, I'm going to take it. The Democrats has been screwing us over for 60 years. Let me go with the Republicans, right? Let's all shift the Republicans. The problem with that is Republicans didn't offer you nothing. What you did is you voted the opposite way around because you're angry of the Democrats doing promise you something and not doing anything. You just went to the other party. They say, hey, look, they not promising. They promised me something and they're not doing anything. And you went to a party, they didn't promise you shit. Now the problem with that analogy that you're giving is that I have no problem going to the Republican Party. The reason why, and
They
I don't
promised
think
us
what you guys
500
don't
million.
understand is the reason why black people in droves are not going to the Republican Party because historically speaking, and currently, the Republican Party is racist. They don't check their races. You got people like Steve King and all these people saying racist things and all this other stuff. And then it's like, whoa, 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 right? Versus the Democrats who say, oh, bad Republicans. Yeah, don't go with them. We got your back. So black people was like, okay, all right. And then what the Democrats don't do, they never follow through because at the end, they really don't care. So that's the difference. You got someone that drew a line in the stand. It's like, I don't like y'all niggas unless y'all gonna talk bad about other black people to make other white people feel bad. And you got the Democrats that just uses black people for
I
their votes,
never
gives
heard a
them little
Republican
half,
say that.
not even half measures, right?
Hey,
And then nothing happens, right? So
okay,
it's like a stalemate politically. So when people
right.
say they don't vote, I get it because it's like you're screwed either way.
Hold on, we need the simple. Hey. But okay, appreciate it, Black Critic. Hey, we need simp police in here, but let's get NTY Dumela. Go ahead.
Antoine Demela Bakari. What's going
Okay,
on, Dinus?
What's up,
Thanks for
brother
letting me on
Bakari?
your panel. What's going
what's
on?
up,
What's up,
brother?
Brandon? Everybody in the chat. Look, when I heard the brother talking, this is my thing, right? As a little kid, I was raised to go out here. I've been helping people register to vote since I was 7. Democrat. As much as we was out there, my mom and dad, but they were always Democrat. But now I'm old enough to see stuff, right? So we're gonna go back to Biden's history. Man, if anybody can sit and say, if you know who Robert Byrd is, and he was talking about what a great man Robert Byrd is, the Grand Wizard of the KKK, that lets you know the type of person he is. He was taught by the guy from Alabama, Strom Thurmond. That lets you know who he is. Look, my brother, the Black Critic, right? We have to get off just saying we're going to be Democratic. If we're going to truly vote, see, we've been voting as a block, but that block just been strictly Democratic. If we're going to vote as a block, we got to vote for the politician that's offering us something. We don't know if Donald Trump was going to give up that 500 million, 500 billion or not. And we didn't even care to find out because it was Donald Trump. Now the Democrats, the Asians got a hate crime, stop Asian hate bill. Florida, they finna pass law. You can't make white people feel uncomfortable. The people trapped at the border, those kids about there trying to get them 450,000. The Afghans got 6.3 billion. Black people got crack pipes put in the neighborhood. And what you're saying is, bruh, like, don't just blame it on the Democrats. What I'm saying is, when it was Donald Trump, everything was on Donald Trump, right? So now Donald Trump is not in office. We can't look back and say, well, it's not both of them. I understand they're the same. Don't get it twisted. I'm not choosing side. The side I'm choosing is our side. And once we understand that, if we stop arguing who's better, the Democrat or the Republican, and realize we are better for us, we will come as a block. And if the Republican have a better plan for us, we gonna ride with the Republican. Whoever have a better plan for us, that's who you ride with. You don't just go, oh, the Republicans are racist, so are the Democrats. The Republicans are bigots, so are Democrats. They're the same. They're working this thing together. They are working it together.
I never. Again, I don't know if you guys are not hearing. I'll say it again for the third time. In the beginning, I don't know if you caught what I said in the beginning. I said no parties as of right now is feasible for Black people because they're not addressing our issue. We know the Democrats are liars. They talk good and they do nothing. Right? I really don't like old school Democrats. Everything you said about Joe Biden is true, 100% true. Even during the campaign, he lied and said that during the civil rights, I think when he was like when he was in I guess it's Delaware somewhere. Well, yeah, I used to go to this church and used to go to civil rights meetings and go marching. The church was like, Joe Biden's behind was never here. What are you talking about? I'm like, yo, because everyone knows Joe Biden's history. They know that, right? What I'm saying, no party as of right now is good enough for us.
So
I'm not the only people rooting for a party here is Brother Brandon and Diners. That's it. I'm saying
why did
none.
you vote for Joe Biden? You
didn't Brother Bakari say we can't go back in time?
You straddled the fence. You said we all knew Joe Biden's record, but I still voted for him. So what I'm asking you is, why did you vote for him if you knew his record?
Okay, so I'm going to reiterate that conversation that we had a while back. I said and which you're gonna just disagree. That's why I don't want to do that, because it's counterproductive. I voted for Joe Biden in opposition of Trump, of all the things that Trump was doing and getting away with. When Trump was in office, all the crimes and all the dirty things that he was doing.
Was that hurting Black people?
Hold on.
Was that hurting Black people?
Let me finish my thought. Like every time you disagree with me, you cut me off.
Go ahead, Black Critic. Go ahead.
Right? So I'm playing chess. So I'm thinking like, okay, for us to get anything done, politically done, right? Everyone has to respect and follow the political process, right? So if Trump sets a precedent, he was doing things and the Democrats weren't really doing anything. All the Republicans signed during his impeachment. They had people there say, well, you know what? I forgot the person's name. They was like, yeah, he did it, but he's my president. It looks bad. Yeah, the evidence is damning, but he's my president. I'm gonna vote against impeachment. You know what I'm saying? Lindsey Graham, all these ass kissing bootlickers, he could do no wrong. So that set a precedent.
They tried to impeach him for stuff he never did.
Okay, that's why I'm saying it's kind of we're just agreeing to disagree.
They said he colluded with Russia. That was proven to be false.
Okay, that's not true. That's a lie. That's not true.
4 years.
So everybody. So you saying everybody that Trump? Look, we all seen crime families. The crime boss never gets his hands dirty. Everybody around Donald Trump, like Paul Manafort and all these people, went to jail. But
you're speculating.
Wow. They went to jail. They went to a court and they were found guilty. They went to jail. Some of them even admitted the guilt. What are you talking about?
Listen, Brother Bakari. If someone do an investigation, it's found that you have no collusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything beyond that, is that not speculating?
Yes, that's absolutely speculation.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is Trump got found to not be colluding with Russia, right? We know that's true because the pipeline that Biden built from Russia to Germany, which has now empowered him to invade to invade Ukraine, Trump denied him the ability to build it. He asked Trump, Trump said, "Hell no. You cannot build a pipeline from Russia to Germany." Biden got in office. His first day in office, he approved Russia building that pipeline. Soon as Russia built that pipeline to Europe, to Western Europe, Putin knew that he could invade Ukraine because none of the European nations would oppose him because they were being supplied with oil by him. So you tell me, who was empowering Russia more? Biden, who refused to allow Putin to build that pipeline to Western Europe, or Trump? Trump, who refused to allow Putin to build that pipeline to Western Europe, or Biden, who granted the dude the permission to do it on his first day? Who does that sound like is colluding to you?
Yeah, we know
Like I
Biden was
said,
wrong.
everyone that was a part of the so-called collusion that Trump colluded and was doing dirty business deals
Trump
were even
denied
his
Russia.
lawyer. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, his lawyer. Everyone went to jail because they either admitted to guilt or they were found guilty. Right? You want to say, well, the court system works for there at one instance, and the other instance, no, it's all cap. You can't do that.
This is
You
all
can't do
Hey,
that.
speculation.
So
let me
it's
ask you a question, Black Critic. I'm sorry. I thought you had stopped. I apologize. I thought you was done.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to ask the question, right? Then we can talk for 2 seconds. Then I'm done. Which one do you think was more usable? Which one you think we could use? Biden or Trump? And I'm not talking about look and seeing everything that's going on right now. Which one do you think would have been easier for us to use? You're gonna answer, then I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say my thing. Black Critic.
That's a very good question. Because both of them really don't care about black people. They really don't. They'll use people, especially Biden, will use on black people to just to get elected. Say okay, see you next 4 years, see you during the midterms, right? And that's why I don't trust them. Like I don't know. I don't want to be the one to make a call on that
Okay, so
because
now
to me, I'll be looking for a third option.
okay, so now let me say, okay, because those were the options we had, right? So for me, I would say Trump was easier to be used. I'm gonna explain right.
Yeah.
First Trump, he gave permanent money to HBCUs, the most money in history of a president, right? Now don't get
That
it
was
twisted.
drip off of Obama. He didn't do that for himself.
Okay, but let me finish. Let me finish. Let me tell you what I'm saying, right? Let me tell you what I'm saying, right? Then Trump said he wanted to give 500 million or 500 billion to the black community, right?
That's after
Now,
4 years of being in office,
I
and he
understand.
didn't do anything for 4 years.
I understand,
And
but
during
Oh
the
my
last election,
God,
that's
bro!
what he
I
promised.
swear, just the way,
let me
just the
explain
way
my
you
stance,
be
though,
about
Black Critic. Let me
it.
explain what I
Oh,
mean,
what,
right?
I'm lying?
No, let me explain what I mean. I'm not trying to act like Trump was this great guy. What I said was easily used. We know Trump was arrogant, egotistical, narcissistic, all of that, right? Trump would have been easily used because Trump would have been glad to say, look what I did for African Americans. No
True.
one else did it. You see how these people can play us and put these beef videos all in the algorithm and make everybody find certain videos in YouTube. They can make people stars, right? That's what Trump want to be. So since the Trump, we could have used Trump because Trump wanted to say, look at me, look at me, look what I did, look what I did. It's not the fact that I think Trump is a good person, but we could have used Trump
Oh,
and
no,
got
I understand what you're saying. Understand what all
that's
you are
all I'm
saying.
saying.
All I'm saying is that I'm not saying y'all wrong to think that if anyone that took like Brandon and Dice wants to take a chance, like wow, this is a good opportunity. I'm not saying that's not a good opportunity. What I am saying, based upon Trump, all those things, including his racism and him using people and stuff like that, and the fact that he's a politician, That's not genuine. I don't feel that when he said that I was genuine, because if he was genuine, he would have said that during when he was first being elected during president. Even if he didn't say that during the campaign trail and when he was first being elected, 4 years came. He was in there for 4 years and he did not do anything close to that. So what I'm saying is now you guys like saying, okay, now after 4 years being in office and he wants to get reelected again after all the impeachment and all that other stuff, he was like, okay, let me promise something. Again, he's a politician.
Hey, listen, bro.
I'm not going to damn anybody who believes it or not.
First of all, brother, you voted for Democrats, so you're not even qualified to judge genuine people's.
Okay, and that's your opinion. That's fine. You as a Republican, that's okay.
Listen, bro, let me tell. Okay, Dinus, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If you hire somebody, right, to go pick, say you got chickens and your chickens lay eggs, and you hire somebody to go pick up the eggs from up under the chicken and put them in a basket. If the person cracked the eggs every time they go out there and bring them to you and they all cracked up, are you going to keep on paying that person to go?
Hell no.
So,
Brandon, I know what you're getting at, Brandon. Basically, anybody that voted for Biden is in no position. Just be quiet. I mean,
we got to get back on
cancel culture.
Crack pipes.
No, we're not canceling you. We're not canceling. I'm just saying, like
you being a hypocrite. You just said I vote for Biden, so I should not be talking at all.
We should vote black, not Republican, not Democrat.
Nobody black. Nobody black.
If we stick together, we voting for what we need.
No. I mean, as far as like when they campaign, they talk black, but they don't do anything black politically once they're in office.
Mike, the point I'm trying to make is just moving forward. Anybody who voted for Biden is in no position to criticize anybody for shit. I don't want to hear it. You're in no position to say shit at all. Like, I don't care who someone votes for that's not a Democrat. You're in no position. Just shut up. I mean, you vote for you want to,
and that's not cancel culture.
It's not cancel culture.
You're telling me to shut up and I can't say nothing.
Hold on, Black Critic. You just voted for a guy that's gonna drop $30 million worth of crack pipes in the black community.
And that's my fault because I made him do that.
Did you vote
So let's play this little stupid mind game, right? So, like I said before, you guys really didn't listen. Went the one ear, went out the other. And I'll reiterate what I said again. When you vote for somebody, right, you may not agree 100% that what they're doing, right? Now, if that's the case, Brandon, I remember you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, you said, hey, look, I voted for Obama once to see, hey, let me give the guy a chance, right? I voted for Obama once.
I voted for him because he was black. That's it.
Me too.
Okay, sure. All right, fine. So you voted for him for that, right? You voted for him the second time. I didn't vote for him the second time.
I didn't vote for Obama the second time.
You didn't? Oh, my fault. No. I'm asking you. Wow, emotional. I don't know. That's why I'm saying correct me if I'm wrong. Because I thought you voted for the second time. So there's people, but not to put Kala on the spot. I remember I was talking to Kala before. He said he voted for the second time. You had no smoke for him at all. Right? I didn't vote for him the second time. You didn't vote for him the second time, but you're not chastising him. Why? Because you mostly agree with him. So you're not going to chastise him. But me, Kala.
No, Kala said he was wrong. Obama didn't do shit. So
okay, and that's fine. When I say the same thing, you and Diane say I need to shut the fuck up.
Listen. Like I said,
you're being extremely disingenuous.
I don't do cancel culture at all. But it's just again, bro.
You just told me I can't talk because I voted for somebody.
No, you can talk. Okay, here we go. You can talk, but
cancel his ass.
No, this is what I'm saying. You can talk. It's just no one should take people like yourself serious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But you can talk all you want to. But if when you're watching this, if you decide you're gonna participate in an election and you're voting for somebody who's not a Democrat, and anybody who voted for Biden starts giving you, backlash, just ignore them. Just tell them to shut. In fact, tell them to just be quiet. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be nice. Just be quiet. Because there are no after this fuckery right here. Kyler, go ahead, Kyler. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kala Genesis.
Oh,
I guess Kala ain't.
sorry. Oh,
Kala.
sorry about that. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear
they
me?
say we sound the same. They say we sound the same. So yeah, you gotta announce yourself. Brandon said we sound the
So
same.
Unfortunate. Black Critic, man, you don't put me to sleep, man. I dozed off there for a second. That's why I dozed off. But I want to talk about something. A black man, a young black man, 24 years old, just killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Same place Philando Steele was killed, and his officer got off scot-free. Same place. What's his name? George Floyd was killed. Riot in city, $30 million worth of property done. Black businesses burned to the ground. Riots all over the country, Oakland, California, all because they defund the police, all this stuff like that. Black America made a whole ass out of itself for a thing. And the solution Al Sharpton told us was, if you don't like what you see about George Floyd, get out to the polls. Now another killing has just happened, right? Now I wonder, are they going to use this as trauma porn to get black people to the polls again? And this is what it is. Is it the only way? I want to ask the Black Critic: is that the new strategy of the Democrat? Use trauma? Are the Democrats behind these killings? To get us to the polls to vote? I want to know. It seems a coincidence. They gunned the black man down. They went into the wrong apartment, right? And they said he shouldn't have reached for the gun. He was asleep. He reached for the gun. You know who it was? And they had the wrong address. They was after the wrong guy. And so black people, back at square one. You use all your political capital. Gone are the Antifa. Gone are your LGBTQ people and everything. Gone are even the black people of middle class or like that. Everybody's washed their hand of this. And we're just sitting back and we're more powerless than we are now, than we ever was, right? Because now they can kill us at will because we have no more fight left in us. The only thing they could do is tell us to go to the polls. Black America is a serious downfall spiral, and that's what it is. The top leaders of the Democratic Party, right, are telling. And I want to know what Black Critic thinks about this. They're not telling black women to keep your legs closed and wait for marriage and get educated with marriage and marry somebody, and then look at marriage as an alternative to living in poverty. They're saying we're going to subsidize you with $850 a month because we don't want you to get married and everything like that because that's a patriarchy. All this nonsense. They just completely dismantled once thriving community. What Black America used to be self-sufficient. We didn't need this government to survive at one time. We had families, we had institutions, we had all those things like that. The Democratic Party was so we gave up all institutions for the Democratic Party. Our community is going to hell right now, and colluding with the Hollywood and the music industry. Black America's a mess. So how can anybody with a straight face come to us right now after you friggin' see the loss right now and talk and try to even defend, even say anything about Donald Trump, when you guys basically are the responsible for the destruction of the black community? That's what I would like to know. Are we supposed to get out there and vote again because that's the only way you can get our vote? Because you're not going to get anything tangible to the black community. The only thing you can do is trauma. That trauma is a new word. And to my other brother, I know that Inquire Dumelo means he who greets with fire. I know that term is Swahili. Go ahead. Answer that.
You talking to me?
Yeah, Black Critic, man. What I want to know. You're the Democrat. You can't back out now. Talk about I don't care about party. No, you were a fire-breathing Democrat for months.
I was a fire-breathing Democrat for months. Wow. If that's the case, you won't really see my real fire. That's what you say.
Bro.
I ain't even start yet.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's what you came up with. You came up shaming us for even talking about now.
No. I don't do that. I try to understand people's perspective, and based upon their perspective and what they're saying, right, and what they stand for, I ask questions. So what you did is a lot of assumptions, putting me, well, you're a Democrat.
I'm not assuming. I'm only going by what I heard you say. I say you now you're sort of backing off because Democrats are
No,
losing.
no, no.
Now you're backing off.
I'm holding your feet
A
to the
few months
fire
ago,
because
you
then
were
you say because
basically all
I said
up the
no
Democrats'
party
ass.
right now is
No. You
is
said
going to work.
you specifically said you when people said, "Well, let's vote third party."
Hold on,
You said that was
hold
good for
on. Colin, 1 second. Hold on, Colin, 1 second. Black Critic, who did you vote for?
I already told you.
Okay,
I already
repeat.
told you it was Biden. You told
I
me.
want you to say it with your chest. Who did you vote for?
I told you I voted for Biden in the last election.
Say it with your chest.
Okay, so we're not. So no one's. This is
Say it with your chest.
Intellectualism right now because I'm trying. I can't even get a word in. I'm trying to be respectful. Have everybody talk. The moment I say something, I get cut off. You cut me off now to poke fun at me, but I'm the emotional.
No, you're backing down. You're backing off. You say
no, because again, I let you speak. When I try to answer and I try to say something, when you guys don't like it, you cut me off. You guys said a lot of bullshit. I did not cut you off.
No, we don't like it.
No, hold on. No, we're not interrupting. We're just saying, just be like, look, man, I voted for Biden, man. Just stop dancing around. Like, stop dancing around. Like, just be like, save your chest.
And this is why people say, you know what? It's never good to talk about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Politics and religion. Because it makes people, very intelligent people, extremely irrational. And that's what's going on right now. I'm trying to be rational. I am detached. I'm not emotionally invested in it like in this manner where I'm just blocking people and I don't want to hear what they got to say.
Of course not, because the Democrats, because Biden looks like a fool right now. Of course.
So let me address what you said, right? And I'm going to address it in a manner how you address me, right? So you as a Republican, you know, with all your QAnon, Google boy, alt-right people, you know, all these Republicans are, right? So with all your QAnon and alt-right people and Google boy and Proud Boy people, right?
Hold up. This is what I'm talking about. That was an ad hominem attack. I'm not a Republican. Look, I'm not a Republican. So why would you say something like that?
Same how I'm saying I'm not a diehard Democrat. But then no
you
one
said
wants
you voted
to
for
hear
it. You
that.
said you voted
I need
for
what you guys are doing and villainizing me because you want to villainize me as someone to hate on. You don't want a villain.
Hold on. Let me tell you the difference. This is how I'm gonna end your internet career right here. Right? We always said, right? Brandon said this, right? You could critique each person and then you make a decision who to vote for. That's what Dinah says. That's what always said. You like the Democrats, you like Biden, go vote for Biden. If you like Trump, right? If you think Trump is going to do like that, Trump gave money to HBCUs. Trump had a track record, right? There was legitimate reasons for black people to say, you know something, I believe that.
What track record did Trump have? I know I'm cutting you. What track record?
Right? Hold on. Here's where I can do you're a liar, right? This is where you're a liar. This is where you're lying. The Democrats have never given anything to the black community. Trump did. Now you're saying no matter what the Trump did, no matter what he does, no matter what he says he does, you have to vote black as a black person have to vote Democrat.
Now you're lying on me, and I'm gonna cut you off. I never said that. I never said that.
You just said that out your mouth. You called me a Republican.
You said Trump on his own because he's such a good, kind-hearted white man gave money to HBCUs.
No, I'm not saying that.
Obama set that in motion for that to be done.
Let me say.
Colin, 1 second, Colin. But Black Critic, my question is, what track record did Biden and Kamala Harris have?
No, we're not gonna do the switcheroo. He said Trump has a track record. I want to know what Trump's track record is. Or doing things for black.
I just gave you all the examples.
No, you didn't. You just said Trump has a track record. That's it.
Okay. Well,
now you're stuttering because you know that's a bullshit comment.
Check this out. He's getting angry. He's getting angry.
Yes, because you're lying. You say I'm the liar, and you trying to call me as a liar. You just lied
for a second. You just nigga for a second, so I can just tell him break it down to him just for a second. And I'm no Donald Trump fan. You know, first of all, criminal justice reform, right? Trump let like 1,000 people out of jail, black people that were harsh sentences and everything. That it was phenomenal, right? A lot of people got out there. One lady, black lady. I forgot her name. One night she was basically like, "Thank you, Donald John Trump." She was serving a model prisoner. Obama didn't let her out of prison. Trump let her out of prison. You know, Donald Trump is giving $50 billion a year available to HBCUs, permanent. An office of HBCU permanently in the White House, That was before they have to come to the White House every year if it was permanent. Biden took that back, took that back to pay for the Afghans and everything, Urban enterprises, all kinds of urban enterprise zones by Tim Scott and everything like that Trump put billions of dollars towards, right? With no help from the Congressional Black Caucus that were uplifting low-income communities and investment zones all over the United States, right? All over the United States. Black people benefited from that. Black business communities benefited from that. Black homeownership went up. The unemployment rate for African Americans was the lowest in our history and everything. Now it's back at the highest, okay? And then the creme de la creme was the $500 million. So he laughed at it. You know why? You know why? Because this guy is an immigrant from Trinidad, So you don't understand the stuff we as African Americans go through.
Okay, Tariq. So my intelligence is based upon where
it's not Tariq, but this is what I'm talking about.
Okay, I got you, Tariq.
This is what I'm talking about. You got people who are immigrant background, right? They come here, they don't understand the nuances of Black America, right? He's only thinking about
what the fuck are you talking about? You sound like a dumbass.
Biden is hold on. You don't understand the nuance of Black America, right? Black America, right, has been neglected ever since they signed NAFTA in '94.
So I'm
do you know
able not to grasp history. I'm able not to grasp history and politics.
Hold on. I know history.
So Black Americans need to stay their ass in America and don't go to Africa. You sound like a fucking
hold on. First, before we can even go to Africa, we can't go to Africa.
Why are you going to Africa if you can't understand?
We got money. I got money to go to Africa. A lot of people can't go. A lot of people can't go to Africa. And not only that, we live in this country, right? Don't go try to take it on that. This from us, right?
I'm basing the stupid shit that you're saying and I'm applying it to the things that you do and your travels.
Unraveling because you know right now you sound like a fool.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, coming from you,
You say hold on. You're saying hold on. You're saying
You sound like
You're saying Biden. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. This is what right here. Hold on. Biden is 2 million illegal immigrants have crossed the border. Biden is sneaking them into communities all across America.
No. Let's talk about how I'm
an immigrant. No. This is what you're voting for.
So talk about how stupid I am and I can't grasp certain political concepts.
Hold on. This is what you're voting for. This is what you're up here trying to defend.
I'm not defending anything. You're the only person defending. I'm not defending Biden. I'm not defending the Democratic Party. I'm not defending the Republican Party.
The Democratic Party, Ocasio-Cortez equates people on the Mexican border coming from a third world country with African Americans who've been here for 400 years and built this country. She thinks that one is the same. You agree with that?
I don't like Ocasio-Cortez like that. But once again, I'll do the same thing. Donald Trump has no problem with.
Don't talk about Donald Trump. Let's talk about your people. Ocasio-Cortez.
Do you agree with the Boogaloo Boys? The Boogaloo Boys were
check us out.
Beating up people, beating up Democrats, and beating up Black people.
Is behind the illegal.
Do you agree with Dylan Roof when he went inside there and shot all the Black people and had the Confederate flag?
Hold on. What does Dylan Roof got to do with Donald Trump?
I'm talking about Dylan Roof in the context of the same thing of when you got all these redneck ass Republicans going down when people protest. Hey, look, Black people protest. Hey, look, I don't like this statue at the state building, right? I pay taxes, right? Why do I gotta go to a state building, right? And I have to see Confederate flags waving around. People who are slave owners and stuff like that, right? And you had all the Republicans saying, "No, it's my heritage," and all this other stuff. And Donald Trump saying, "Oh, they're trying to change history and ruin our country." But y'all niggas on here defending Republicans.
That's a straw man. That's a straw man argument.
I
That's a
hate
straw man
anybody
argument,
who
bro.
goes against black people. But
Try
here
that
you
on.
are,
Yo,
guys,
try that on
waving your
kindergarten, bro. That's a
Confederate
straw
slash
man argument.
Confederate
That's a
flags.
now, hold on. That's a
Talking
straw
about
man argument. That's a
Democrats
straw
hate
man.
Democrats.
You tell him
Okay,
only the
okay,
base people and the white people.
so Black Critic, you basically you voted for Biden because you were afraid of the white man with Confederate flag.
You kind of low. I didn't hear you. I voted for Biden because of what?
You were afraid of white men with Confederate flags.
That's what you're saying. And if that's the question, the answer is no.
No, I'm asking.
You just said that.
And I said no.
Okay, so why are you bringing that up?
Because he brought up a lot of bullshit, loaded questions and assumptions about who I am, what I stand for, because I voted for Biden. And I told you guys before, you're not going to agree with everything in your party.
Okay, so Black Critique, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. So Kyla gave you some of Donald Trump's accomplishments.
He lied his ass off on certain things. Yes, he did.
Okay,
certain things, half measures of what Donald Trump did. Yes, he did.
Okay, so what has Joe Biden done in the past 40 years?
Nothing. And I could be a man unlike him and say nothing.
So why?
But he's not a Republican. But he got he got pom poms and a mini skirt on, cheering for what Donald Trump did.
I'm saying I'm not a Democrat. You know, I voted for Obama twice.
Yes, and I can say you a stupid ass because you voted for him twice. But I'm not doing that to you. But you're supposed to have at least some wisdom.
No, I voted for Obama
to say, you know what? I made a mistake politically, and I don't want to get beat up on. So let me not beat up on other people that know they made the same political mistake. But you don't got the wisdom or the intelligence to realize that.
Black Critic. Could it be that you're not really versed in political advisory, whatever like that? That that maybe say your thing.
I could be all that, but one thing I do have, and then you may not have.
It sounds like you make a lot of bad decisions.
You voted for Obama twice. We all agree that Obama did nothing, right? I voted for Obama once. You were deluded enough to vote him for the second time. I'm not beating you up on that, but here I am. I voted for Joe Biden, and I'm standing on my square saying, yes, I voted for Joe Biden, and he did nothing. But you want to beat me up for that?
Oh boy! Oh Lord, have mercy.
It's different if I would say, well, you know what? Yeah, Joe Biden. Yeah, I vote for him. But don't worry, keep hope alive. I'm not saying that, and you're trying to sadly twist my words and what I mean to get me to say that.
I'm telling you what
you're not that. You're not that smooth. You're really poor.
All right, calm down. So my question is, so you say Colin's lying about what Donald Trump done, but he does something. I'm just asking you, why did you vote for Biden? What did he do?
That's what me and Brandon disagreed on. That's why Cal came in on it. I voted for. So if everything, I don't want to answer your question with a question, but right, we're trying to do things right and get things done right politically. That's why we're trying to get all Black people on one accord to get an agenda established so we can vote on something, right? So we have to do it through the political process, right? We have to do it with people who respect the political process, correct?
I'm still confused. Why did you vote for Biden? That was my question.
Do you everything that your beloved Trump did, he's done it politically, right? By the book, correct?
Okay. Black Critique. My question is, okay.
I'm trying to set a standard so when I answer the question, you don't get lost.
Okay, what has Biden
It's either yes or no, then I answer your question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good. So the reason why, in my view, in my opinion, you can disagree with it, Trump was doing a lot of things that were uncouth, unlawful, and he was getting away with it, right?
Like what?
Because and you're just gonna disagree.
Like
that's counterproductive. I just want to give you my answer. So I felt, if you believe it or not, that if Trump was in office again, he would take more advantage of that because he's not respecting a lot of political processes. And if we were to do something, he doesn't feel that he has to adhere to any rules. That's why.
Okay, let me ask you.
That's the only reason why I voted against.
Let me ask you a question. Can you give me an example, a specific? Name one specific thing that he did that you didn't like.
Name one thing specific that he did. Doing almost.
Now hold on, your political career's on the line here, man, because you're making a bunch of dumb assumptions or whatever. You're not backing it up. Name one thing that he did that was unlawful or whatever. Name one thing.
He was doing when he first did in office. He did a Muslim ban, right? You cannot discriminate against people for race,
Was it
religion.
No, first of all,
God.
first of all, that's a lie. He did not do a Muslim. He said
Yes,
certain
he
countries
did.
people
Okay, and
let
see,
men,
that's why I don't want to
and
have a
also
back
they
and forth.
weren't. They hold up. They weren't screened. You know. Right now, hold up. Right now, Biden has a ban on countries like Ethiopia because Ethiopia won't bend to the Arabs. He has a ban on people from Mali because
So
Mali doesn't
did
want
Trump.
the
Like, what the fuck,
French.
yo? Like,
You know. Hold on, no, he did. Trump left Africa alone. Trump did
Muslim
one thing
countries.
to the
So you're saying
Africans.
there's no Muslim
Biden's
countries in
all over
Africa?
Hold on. See, let me give you a little education, right?
Nah, you can't
Right
educate me
now,
on nothing because you're lying and you're being dishonest. I don't want
hold
education from a
lying nothing.
dishonest
Hey,
person. Are there
Diane,
Muslim
you have time to
countries
pull up
in
facts.
Africa? Yes or no?
Hold up. Yes, they're
That's
Muslim
fourth
countries,
grade
but they're
geography.
Muslim first, Africa second, right? So therefore, if he says certain countries, right, that have a history of Al Qaeda and everything, like he put a Muslim ban, he gradually screened people. It just said we're going to screen you first to let you know who's coming over here. Now, every president has the right to do that. Just like Joe Biden puts restrictions on COVID people coming over
Screening
here
is
from
different
South
than
Africa.
saying I'm going to put a
Yeah,
ban
that's
on
exactly
Muslims.
what the
Now, if
Muslim
you
ban
were
is.
to
People
say,
were
"Hey, look,
extremists.
I'm going to screen
Do you know,
people
hold up. Do you
from
know how many?
these
Do you know how many
countries,"
Muslim? Do you know how many Muslim
that's
terror cells they
different.
broke up over the last 10 years? They broke up so many Muslim terror cells and whatnot. People operate openly vulnerability. Do you know how many Muslim terrorist attacks we had in Boston, in New Jersey, and all these other places like that? That's what he was talking about.
That is fine. But if you can't say based upon my religion, I'm going to
Therefore,
discriminate
okay.
against
So
you.
you're wrong.
That's like saying,
Strike.
that's
So
like that's the
let's
same.
hold. So
Your
okay. So let's
beloved
strike one.
talking point on Fox News and
Okay,
Tucker
so let's
Carlson.
strike one.
Black people are the most
First of all, okay, that's
cool
strike
ass
one.
Candace
Let's
Owens
strike
saying
one. Let's
black
get.
people are the most
Okay, that's
racist people
strike one.
in
That's
America.
strike one. You
So
lost.
if Candace
Hey,
Owens gonna
bro,
say black people are the most racist
Black
people
Critic,
in
you lost.
America,
You lost.
Okay,
You lost the
okay,
argument.
all right.
You lost.
We got another
a
caller.
bill out for saying, you know
Get
what,
to the
we're gonna
next one.
start
Give me another.
discriminating against black
Okay,
people.
okay. So all right, let's bring Caesar on. Go ahead, Caesar.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Black Critic. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with you, because I'm out of the Democratic thing. But a lot of people agree with you. A lot of people agree with you. Like you're the minority up here, but a lot of people in the world agree with you. And I just feel like I don't know what it is about the Democratic Party that people can't shake. I think they're scared of Republicans because they're racist.
Yes, I'm scared of Republicans and people that carry on proud KKK members. Yes, I am.
But here's the thing, and I feel like this is the major.
But there's always a but. There's no but when it comes to racism.
Wait,
There's zero tolerance on racism.
The major issue is you can still negotiate with people. I grew up in a mostly white area, so I had to learn in my life that there's people that I don't agree with, but we can still do things together. We can still make progress together. I can still, build with someone that I don't agree with. So I feel like most people, they don't want to get out of their comfort. We can make business deals with Republicans and they can still call us the N-word. Like that's possible, because Democrats,
that happens. It's not possible. That happens.
But hold on, let me interject. But you're acting like the left doesn't call us N-words either.
No, that's what you're acting like. And again, I say for the fifth time, because you guys are hard of hearing, I say both parties are racist, but it's a different caliber of racism. They're both racist.
It's just one is public and one is private. I'm not trying to like attack you. I'm just saying one's public and one's private. I think most people, they can't.
Which one's public? Which one is public? Which one is private? Who does the public one? Who does the private one?
I think Republicans probably is more public one, and Democrats is more private one.
And you got more, and you as a person, you sound a little younger than me. So you as a young person have no problem with being alongside with someone who's a racist and think that they're better than you. But the Democrats, who, hey, they may be racist, they may be not, that let's say they pretend to be racist, but you don't know if they are or not.
Well, didn't Joe Biden say
they're worse than the person that calls you nigga to your face?
Joe Biden said
hold on, Colin. But Black Critic, didn't Joe Biden say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black?
Yes, and I disagree with that. That's crazy. And goes to your point on Dynas, because he knows black people. He got black people hook, line, and sinker. No matter what he does, it's fine, and because he knows what the
He got you
Republicans
on
are,
hook, line, and
because he
sinker.
knows how the
He
Republicans.
got you on hook,
They
line, and
know how the
sinker. You know, this
Republicans
guy's a freaking.
feel about black people. So
I have
that's
no
why Joe
respect for Joe
Biden
Biden.
said that
Yeah.
if you're not black, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Because he feel like what black person's
Now
gonna
he's trying
vote
to
for
defend that
open
racist
racist,
statement.
like the brother
He's
just
trying to
admitted.
defend that statement. Are you here to defend that statement?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Are you trying to defend that statement? I think you like that statement. I
The
feel like
only
you probably
person is defending anything that's anything vile are you guys, not me.
So you probably defended that statement. You probably got it clipped. You probably got it in an auto tune and whatnot. If you ain't black, you ain't black. You probably got to listen to that.
I said I disagree with that, and I was just explaining again.
It don't
The
sound like you
Dynas saying
disagree with
you
that.
don't listen.
You're
You got
actually
like
mad
5 miles
somebody
in one
even
ear.
questioned it.
I just agree that Dynas and Brandon.
You sound like you agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Well, that means you're not listening. That means you're not listening, brother.
I'm listening to everything you said.
You're not listening. You even go on my channel right now.
Let Caesar. Let Caesar. Caesar, go ahead. Caesar, finish your. Sorry about that, Caesar. Go ahead.
I was so basically the summary is. I mean, I understand. Why you're so weary to vote Republican under any circumstances. I think first of all, most people are never going to make it to Zion. Most people are never going to truly be convinced. I think the only solution is a Pan-African agenda because I don't either or. Both of them are anti-black in general. But the only way, even though we're investing in Africa and that's it, we still need to be able to like lobby our vote. We still need to be able to like make other parties feel like we can get what we want on our way out.
Right, Caesar. It was crazy. So Martin Luther King, so the Civil Rights Bill, Martin Luther King met with racist ass Lyndon B. Johnson, right? Sat down with him, negotiated Civil Rights Bill. We've been doing this. When I brought up like, hey, okay, you guys claim that Donald Trump is the biggest racist on the planet. But if you look in history, to get things done, because if you consider yourself American and America is your end game, you're going to have to participate in a political process. So why won't you guys go and meet with Donald Trump and see what you can get? They refuse to. And now they're getting crack pipes.
Can I respond to that?
Funny. It's actually sad.
Can I respond to that? That is a very good analogy. You're right. And I do agree with that, right? But we all know those people back then is not the same people right now. They didn't go hat in hand to Lyndon B. Johnson saying, can you make changes for us? No, it was the grassroots. It was people like us that forced change, that kept up and made the whole world look at what was going on in America. Like Malcolm X says, hey, I have more respect for a man that says something horrible, even though it's horrible. At least he practiced what he preached. In America, they say one thing, right, and they don't practice, and they do something else, right? So I see what you're saying, but you cannot use those two analogies. What we got to do is what we're doing right here, if we disagree or not. But we all know, hey, look, we know what the agenda is. Our problem right now is finding the vehicle, aka a political party, that could fulfill our agenda. That's what we need to do. And no matter what president is there, be Democrat, Socialist, Republican, Independent, whatever, whoever's there, we need to vote as a block in order to do that.
Okay, let me say this, Dynas, right?
Let's see. Hold on 1 second, Colin. Caesar, you got Caesar? Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Go ahead, Colin.
Okay, so this is why I got so disingenuous, right? Because if you listen to social media right now, Black America, first of all, before you
just want to fight. You just want to fight. Right? I get it.
Hold on. I'm just telling you. But I'm trying to give you some. Like you can go home, sleep on tonight. See, Colin Thanos and whatnot. He really taught me something. I'm gonna set you on a new path, man. So sit back and listen for a minute, right? Before we could talk about political issues and everything like that, the Black community right now is so fragmented. Social. There's no we. There's no us. There's no our. Now let me say this right, and I hope it don't hurt your feelings. Black people like you that are immigrants, you have a lot to gain from the Democratic Party because they're globalists. Open border party, right? So you gain from that. The African American, right, who have issues like access to credit, access to capital, education, stuff like that. We're losing, and also the black family in America is under assault. Nobody in Hollywood, nobody in the advertising world wants to see black families. Everything is an attack on black male and female. The only group of people where you see gender wars raging is the African American ethnic group wars. Why is that, right? Why is that? The African immigrants, they got their family structure together. The Chinese got their family structure together. So therefore, they got their businesses, they got their codes, they got their investment groups, they got all that stuff together, so they can step to them. And also, they got a homeland which they basically are allied to. The African American, we're trying to say, well, look, if we were more involved in Africa and we had a Pan-African game down pat, we would have something to rally our social and political base around. We don't have that right now. Everyone comes in the LGBTQ and they take rule of the black community and steer us to the pole for their own agenda. The Black Lives Matter was an LGBTQ movement, right? Millions of dollars to the LGBTQ causes and everything. They got houses, they got the bag, right? When they got what they want, Antifa got what they want and everything, everybody's off. Now, it's like I said about the Minneapolis. Everybody's went home. Everybody got their bag. We're still left trying to rebuild the black community in Minneapolis, right? So when you come here talking about what we need to do, who is we? Who is we? And this is where the so-called ADOS, and I can't stand ADOS, I can't stand FBA, where they have a point. Because the people that are leading Black America right now are not in the grassroots. The people that go to these white institutions and they basically use black people because they know we're disorganized and everything. That's a cash cow. 40 million votes that people don't get nothing out of. Usually when people vote, you can see progress. You can see what they get out of what they voted for. We're the only group of people that don't get that. And what you're asking us to do is keep doing what we're doing. And oh yeah, we're getting somebody. We're getting crack pipes. Okay, I apologize. Thanks, you're mute.
Carla, what was the song? Your mama's on the pipe. The pipe. Your mama's on the pipe. The pipe. Your daddy's on
you ever notice that the only group of people they have out here looking like fools is African Americans?
We enjoy it. Carla, listen. Carla, we relish it. We love it. We embrace it. We love it.
And then the bottom line, dudes like Black Critic thinks we're all stupid, We don't get nothing out of the political process. There's no agenda for the African American one now. We're supposed to go out there like fools, and he's going to tell it. Trump talked directly to the African American, $500 billion. When that's something like, we're not allowed to do that. We got to include all these other people. We got to include Asians, immigrants, we got to include LGBTQ, all these other people in with us. So we're not.
Your panties are showing. It's crazy.
They say, "Oh, you're going off the rail." That's the freaking stupidest thing, Joe Biden
skirt is showing.
He got the black vote. He rewarded the DACA people. He rewarded the Afghans. He rewarded everybody. Oh, Kamala, the Indians. Why did they get all this money and whatnot? What did they do? Everybody but the African American got something out of Biden. We're the ones who carried the party. So please don't preach it to me.
Let me know when he's finished crying and telling more lies and spewing Republican points.
I'm not crying up there. I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
What lie? That was facts. What lie?
You're a Pan-African Tariq Nasheed. You're a walking contradiction, so it's all right. Let me know when I can talk.
Well, the bottom line, I can't see. That's the whole thing. They want to separate the Pan-Africans from African. I'm African.
Here we go again.
If you don't know something. So the bottom line is African American community belongs to the Pan-African community. Those guys separate us from our community. When you want to use our community, why you trying to say you worry about Africa? No, we're gonna worry about both. I want all. Black American Africa belongs to me. So don't tell me about what I need to worry about Africa and whatnot.
Hold on, Caesar. You were saying something, Caesar?
No, I was just saying that was all facts. That was all facts. Keep going.
But Black Critic, so Black Critic, you're from Trinidad, right?
No, Kala, he's smaller than me, so I guess I could be from Trinidad. I'm not like
no, you said your parents from Trinidad.
I'm ignorant.
Guyana.
Other people that's gonna put a division. Like y'all talk good, but when you like Magnesium and other people, when y'all get in your feelings, your true feel, the real you comes out, and that's good. And that's good. The real you comes out.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Guyana.
Huh?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Guyana.
Well,
Yes, that's why. Can I talk? Interrupt? If I'm not going to be nobody's punching bag. He went on for like 3-4 minutes, and I said nothing. I'm not here to be your punching bag.
Where are you from? Black Critic. I'm just asking.
He was right. I am from Guyana.
You're from Guyana or Trinidad?
Guyana.
Guyana. Can I ask a question?
Well, I could be wrong because Kala knows more than me. So.
Okay, can I ask a question? Do you go this hard for?
No. I'm not answering. If I can't answer what I got to say, you can kick me out, or I can leave. I haven't. He said more shit than a little bit, and I did not respond, and I could not respond.
I'm just asking the question. Do you go?
Oh my! All y'all do is ask questions. You don't let nobody talk.
Okay. Do you go this hard for Guyana politics? Like, do you go this hard?
Repeat that again. I didn't hear you.
The country where you're from, do you go this hard for their politics and their politics? Are you this involved?
Yes, because unlike most African Americans, I'm not afraid to travel the world. I have family in America. I have family in Guyana. I have family in England. I have family. We're not afraid to go. We got something called a passport that most Americans don't have. I have no problem with that. So unlike not you, Dinus, unlike Kala, right? Wherever Black people are and something's going wrong with them, or I'll take an interest in it, right? Especially if my own people from there, my own people, my direct families from there, then I take an interest from it. Black people in general, I also take an interest from it. I don't put a line like Mr. Pan-African Tariq Nasheed over here saying, well, you're too stupid because you're from this country, then his stupid black ass is going to go to that country and feel that it's okay for him to be in that country, and no one treats him like an idiot. When he goes to Africa, no one's supposed to treat him like an idiot because, oh, you're American. So you're too stupid, you don't know what's going on. You learn the culture. Anyway, so he said a lot of bullshit that is, and I'll repeat it again because it seems like, he's able to retain information. And I'll say it again. I do not agree with any political party right now. I don't find it feasible for Black people at all at this point. Like, y'all want to be on some well-wishing about, well, Donald Trump said this, Donald Trump that. Okay, he had you like a fish on a hook for 4 years and he didn't do shit, but no, this time he's going to do something. What I am saying is that we have to go according to what is being offered to us. Donald Trump is not genuine. If he was really genuine, like how you guys said, he would have gave us half of what he promised us during the last campaign. Everything he was doing was only for political brownie points. Y'all taking his quarter measures and half measures and blowing it up to something that it's not. And that's where you're being extremely dishonest and disingenuous, because y'all repeat the same thing all over again. And when I correct you in the context that it was given, then you get a problem. Now, if I say I'm a Democrat, I thought an intelligent person would be on something like, okay, he's a Democrat. Let me see if he stands for this. Let me see if he stands for that. Because Democrats stands for that. Liberals stand for that. And I don't like that. So if you guys start bringing up stuff like, hey, cancel culture, well, both parties do it. And I was like, no, I don't agree with that. Oh, how about transgender bathrooms, or having people who feel that, men that feel that, hey, I'm a woman, can he go into a bathroom? That's a liberal agenda. I hate that. I disagree with that.
But you voted for it. But you voted for it.
No, I didn't vote for anything like that. No. I didn't vote for anything like that.
Did you vote for Joe Biden?
The first day Biden was in office, right? Grown men start self-identifying as 12-year-old girls and competing in sports.
Okay, so fair. So Diane, you said, oh, you gotta hold that L. Okay, that's an L I will have to hold. You know what's another L you guys have to hold? You have to hold an L.
Yeah, and that's a problem. LCC, that's a problem. That's a problem. We as African Americans don't want to take your L's no more. That's why we're not listening to what you guys say.
All right, so then you know what? Then if that's the case, then I'll leave. You could stay with your Republicans and be a good whipping boy. You could be a good coach. We're gonna start. We're gonna survive 400 years. As old as you are, and stuff like that, what we're not gonna do is have you're very simple-minded and very stupid, because any person that knows rudimentary fundamental Black history knows that a lot of immigrants were a part of the civil rights movement. You had your Shirley Chisholms. This discussion about you from Guyana, you from Nigeria, so you
no. See, here's a difference though.
Because then you're an idiot. You're a fucking fool.
Let me
right?
say,
No one back then said, spoke
Black Critic.
and stuff like that. You didn't do, Malcolm X. We didn't do that. Marcus Garvey, no, we didn't do that. But here, you're easily manipulated. You're gonna
those are people who assimilated,
and you want to be standing on a pedestal like you saying something new. You're saying something stupid and ignorant, and you're supposed to be
Shirley Chisholm. Most people didn't know she was from the islands.
You're degrading me because
she assimilated into the black
I was raised here from a kid. If I didn't say, that's why you gotta find out. Where you from? Where you from?
You gotta tell us.
So, because you got Black Americans that feel the way that I do, right? But are you gonna say, you from Louisiana? You're an idiot. No, you're not gonna do that. You say, okay, that's a black person that I don't agree with politically, but you gotta attack me and my culture because you're a fucking white ass kisser.
We're not attacking your culture. We're not attacking your look.
A broken African is a nigga, and that's how you sound right now. You're a broken African, and I understand that. You're a nigga. I got Americans in my family. I got best friends in my family that are American. I don't see them as you're the other. What you're doing to me right now, and this whole diatribe is saying I'm the other. You can disagree with me politically. I got no problem with that. That's fine. But when you do a Tariq Nasheed and
I didn't say one thing about your family,
attack me because of where I'm from,
I don't like
different, then I don't give a fuck what you got to say because you're a fucking idiot. I don't care what you got to say, and that goes to show how ignorant you are, and you just expose yourself as a dumbass because
no. I don't know, man.
Because I'm from a different country, so you don't have no respect for
no. I'm saying
you got no respect for Marcus Garvey. You got no respect for Shirley. You got no respect for
Black Critic. Okay. So Black Critic, this is my question. You're from Guyana. Like, what are you doing to make Guyana great? That's my question.
What I'm doing to what? What kind of question is that?
Your country. What are you doing to make it great?
I'm not that involved in there. I don't travel there. I go there for on vacation and things like that. And I don't have dual citizenship.
Whoa. Black Critic, I just asked you if you're involved in the politics in your home country.
No, not directly, no.
So why? So why not?
Because I don't live there. I'm not registered there to vote.
But I mean, that's where you're from. Like, why aren't you making the country great?
That makes no sense. Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento, California.
What your ass doing in Georgia?
I'm still in America. I moved to Georgia.
No. See, that's a FBA talking point. Y'all like to say people run, right? But y'all ran your ass out of the South and go all over the place. Y'all think it's okay to run where it's feasible for you because you feel like it. But when someone else asks you the same question, but I'm here.
Black Americans.
Okay, I answer. No. Hold on, Colin. Hold on. I came to Georgia because of opportunity. I left California.
Okay. And what is just because you liked it?
Yeah, I came with opportunity. There's more opportunity in Georgia. That's why I came.
Thank you very much. Same question right back at you. Okay. And I think I explained this on Brandon's channel. So maybe I'll educate ignorant ass Kala over here because he has a very ignorant American mindset that makes other Americans look bad, right?
It's also
guilty of Americans because Americans feel that America is the best place on earth in every aspect, right? So what he's saying, where you come here because it's the best. I'll tell you my story as to why how I got here. If you want to know.
Can I get a word in edgewise? Right? This is a problem right here. I want to help my brother.
No, but hold on. But this is the problem. And I said this before. All right, you can't be an arrogant immigrant in a foreign country when your home country's on fire. That's just my point. Black
this is our base, man. This is our base.
That's the point I don't understand. Like,
And
if I,
also,
like,
this,
you're an
this,
immigrant,
and,
I
and
would
check
be
this out.
like,
This
I
is
would
because you don't understand. Because being as ignorant and arrogant as you are, you can't understand when someone is trying to make sense. So if you always concentrated on
that's not overcomplicated.
trying to get a
That's
win,
not overcomplicated. Make Guyana
everything
great.
blows right
Make Guyana
past
great.
you. So
Make Guyana great.
y'all just talk that Pan African stuff just to look good, but
see, that's what
at heart,
this is what we're
y'all
talking
phony.
about.
Y'all faker than a $5 bill.
I got
Because
Dinus.
when it comes
Dinus, man, he taking over the
when you have
show.
a
I gotta
disagreement,
talk.
you do what Tariq Nasheed does.
No.
You do what
Listen,
Tariq no. Anyone that has any common sense and have ears can see that. I did not once attack any one of you because I don't know if you're American. I don't care if you're or African. I don't know. I don't care. We all black. But there you go. You guys gotta put a wedge. Where you from?
I've said this before.
Where you from?
Black Critic. Black Critic. I've been very, I've said plenty of times. I got this from Booker T. Washington. Immigrants should come to America, learn the skills, and then go back and build their countries. I don't see why is that a problem.
Is this the 1800s? I'm sorry.
But I don't understand why somebody would not want to make their home.
I was trying to. Wow. Now this is the American Africans. You guys don't own shit. You don't have anything, right? You trying to aggregate your stuff to get something, to have some type of political or economic independence away from white people. But y'all love white people so much, right? That y'all don't. And this is where you're a fucking hypocrite, right? You want to go to Africa, you want to do business in Africa, right? But then you want to talk down on people that come here when they try to link up. Right, so that's the hypocrite part. Hypocrite thing about you.
We can link up.
There's no linking up. So I can ask you the same question. You should stay in America and make America good. You guys don't even have your own car company. Dr. Clark says when black people can't even, you got the Nation of Islam, you got all these people going around the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan, right? And what has the Nation of Islam done in 60 years? Dr. Clark, an American, says y'all don't even make your own underwear.
Bro, that's
he said, you can get Farrakhan right now with all that money that you guys are getting and at least make a car industry. Do something like that. Nigeria has a car industry.
No, I'm Nigerian, so don't use us to like do that.
I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm making a point. I'm not using anybody.
You're
I'm saying what the
Nigerian
fact is.
achievement to disrespect Black Americans.
No, I'm not doing that. And if you're Nigerian, what did I say to disrespect Black Americans? Because now you just straight up capping.
Well, you're talking about how Black Americans don't even have a car company.
Black Critic, I don't understand why.
No. I'm saying Dinah just said, made an assertion that my country's all messed up, so I left my countries like that. So that's an attack. But your ass was quiet then. So I'm gonna say right back at you.
It probably is. Come on, we all know what it is.
We all know what is.
We, as someone who comes from an immigrant family, we left Guyana, Nigeria to come to America for better opportunities. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because our
country. But he's not. So Dinus, why don't you direct that question to that guy? Why don't he take? Why he needs to take his behind back to Nigeria? Does he vote in Nigeria? Does he go to Nigeria?
Dinus doesn't have to go to Nigeria.
No, I didn't say that. I said the other brother, because he's an immigrant from Nigeria. So the same question you asked to me, you don't pose to him.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you why. Can I tell you why?
You guys are fake. Your guys are fake. You're fake hypocrites.
Can I? I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, I said this. You missed the statement. You can't be an arrogant immigrant in a foreign country when your country's on fire. Caesar's not arrogant. You are. So
because I don't agree with you politically, I'm arrogant and I need to shut up.
No, you don't need to shut up. You sound like Black Critic. You sound like an emotional fool. That's what you sound like right now.
Okay, and you guys sound like white ass kissing motherfuckers, but that's how you are politically. And I disagree with that. But I don't attack you personally. And what you're doing is attacking me personally, and you guys are turning the tables to make it seem that I'm the one that's doing it, and like I have no self-respect. At the end of the day, I'm gonna lash back. You know what I'm saying? I only got 4 cheeks. and y'all keep saying a lot of stupid, foul shit, and then I'm just supposed to sit there and take it? Fuck all of y'all on the panel if that's what you think. It's not going to work like that. The same question you asked me about why in the country like that, you don't go, you don't ask Nigerians and other continental Africans. Why? Because you're in your feelings.
I do too. I ask them. The area one.
And am I okay? Let me ask you, and I have to go. I have to go soon. I have to go soon, and I'm glad I have to go soon because this is not getting nowhere. Let me ask you.
Well, because you're getting your ass, you getting stomped. You getting stomped on
what?
here, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. With your baby boots. You stomping me with baby boots. Give me a break. Anyway,
the thing is this.
So
the thing is this.
I'm gonna have to go anyway.
Pan-Africans.
I'm gonna have to go anyway very soon.
He called us fake Pan-Africans, right?
Yes, you are, because yes, you are.
We're here. You are. We're here in America,
you're attacking. I did not want to attack you from where you are.
First of all, I probably know more Nigerians.
That's who you are right now.
I have more African. I have more Africans.
I don't care. There's racism.
One mic. Y'all muted. One mic. I'm not attacking you. I just asked where you're from. You say you're from Guyana. I was asking you, how involved are you there in the politics of Guyana? Go make Guyana great. And listen, there's a book.
And what was the purpose of that if we're having a conversation on politics?
No, but because again, I just don't understand personally. Okay, now here we go. All right, this is where I'm coming with it. Me personally, okay, Black immigrants have their own Black land and Black countries, okay? There's a reason why they are leaving those countries to damn near risk their lives to go to Europe and come to America. So I'm just saying,
I didn't risk my life to came here. I came on a plane that came to New York.
God damn, shut up, bro. Just be quiet. Just shut up. All right, so the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up.
The amount of energy and emotionalism, that a lot of immigrants have when it comes to participating in the system here in America, I'm like, damn, if you were this passionate and use this energy to participate in your systems back home, the countries will be better. That's the part I don't understand.
That is 20 years ago, right?
That's the point. That's the point I don't understand. I'm like, God dang, he's been going on and on and on and on about
right. And this is not.
I'm not done yet. He's been going on and on and on and on about politics here in America. I'm like, God damn, what about the politics in his home country? I just never understood that immigrant mindset. Like, look, we got Nigeria, we got, Sierra Leone, we got Guyana, we got Jamaica. People complain about how they had to leave their country to come to America for opportunities. And I'm like, damn, the amount of energy that you're putting right here into the American political system and just the system in general, if you were to put that same energy back home, dude, your future generations would not have to leave their country to come to the West. And that's the point I never understood. That's why when Booker T. Washington said in The Making of a Pan-African by Sister Tyreen Wright, he said Booker T. Washington had the Tuskegee, I forgot the name of the program. Basically what he would do, he would invite Africans over to Tuskegee, train them on the skills on how to be self-sufficient, and said, look, you are going to go back to your country and build up your country. I don't understand why they're so offended about that.
And also, Dinus, most of the African leaders, post-World War II leaders, were educated in the United States with the thing that they will go back, like Kwame Nkrumah, Cecil Dennis, and Nnamdi Azikiwe of Nigeria. These guys were educated in America and whatnot, and they basically went back and built their country. Thurgood Marshall wrote the Kenyan Constitution. That's what the spirit of Pan-Africanism. Don't come over here and pick fights with us and this political political system. And that you ain't Pan-Africans, college. No, this African Americans have we have nothing left in the political system, right? So I understand that. Look, you gotta be careful when you make talking points, and you're a Black foreigner Because you don't understand certain things about Black America. You know, they don't understand certain nuances of Black America. When Joe Biden says something about Black people, you ain't Black. When you, if you vote, you don't vote for you ain't Black. You know, and all this stuff like this, and capping for the DACA and all this other. And Joe Biden said, "Oh yeah, Black people don't think alike. Hispanic people think differently. You got different thoughts and everything." So that's such a freaking insult. That's just saying we're so stupid, right? We're so dumb that you don't have to worry about appeasing to them politically because they all vote the same way. That's basically an old school racist who say something like that. And so when people come in and say Black Critic, and he was on here saying, basically calling us out for basically even questioning. We weren't even talking about voting Trump. We were talking about just stay home. He was attacking you, Diane, but he was saying just stay this election out. You know, so he's a rabid Democrat. Why? Because in his position, like we have an African American mind, there's a Nigerian mind, there's a Jamaican mind. You know, everybody thinks differently. We see the world differently, right? He's thinking in terms of if the Democrats keep going on, we're gonna have open borders, right? I can get my whole family over here. We don't have to worry about the visa process. That's his end game, right? That's not helping us. So he's thinking about it from a selfish point of view. He can't spell out one thing that the Democrats are going to do for African Americans. He and a lot of Black immigrants, and I hate to say this, don't hate me. I love my immigrant brothers. You will gain from the Democratic agenda right now. African Americans won't. And that's the problem. That's something we need to figure out. But browbeating Black America in the future is going to cause a backlash. And that's why we have the Tariq Nasheeds and the Vet Carnels right now. You know, because I think we just gone too far with all this.
Go ahead, Caesar.
I would say this. I mean, my parents are Nigerian, but I was born and raised here. I feel like there's two issues. One, I feel like a lot of Africans, we have like not me. I don't feel like that anymore because I've had my own difficulties in life. But you kind of have this special Negro, like, oh, I'm different. I can do this. Your parents make so much progress in this country. And then you grow up thinking like, you know what? I'm not like everybody else. I can do X, Y, Z. You don't start to see that there's a ceiling. If at least in my personal belief, I think there's a ceiling if you are Black. Just in general, there's somewhat of a ceiling. You can't go past certain places if you're Black, and I don't think you're not really taught the history. Like I don't say anything negative about Black Americans because I know they've been fighting a long battle, a very long battle, and they paved the way. So you can't really say anything about like, oh well, they have hoods and this. They've been fighting white supremacy for a long time. But not everyone knows that history. You come from Nigeria to become a nurse. You didn't take a history class. So, you know, I think many people are lacking that history. But I think once you have that history, you realize, well, I don't think I should vote Democrat. These people haven't done anything for Black people. They see me the same. So I think it's a perspective thing. Not everyone has that history lesson. Like, you know, like maybe my siblings who go to HBCUs and they interact with African Americans and they know the history. Not everyone does that. They do STEM. They don't know anything about the history. So I think that's something that's missing. You know, there's no history lesson.
All right, Jose Bronze, go ahead.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you. And I was just starting to write some points. Caesar, you're born and raised in America. You sound like an African American to me. And guys, didn't this Ghanaian brother sound like the average Democrat American and nothing like anything else? But he got hurt.
Exactly.
He got hurt and triggered Dynast. And then it went back and forth from, yeah, you and this Washington type. He said, yeah, when your country is on fire, why are you here arrogant? Well, maybe on the personal base, this person, this me, for example, or Caesar, or what's his name, Black Critic, we think like this Western African, right? So and how did we become this Western African? And now you have to listen, my dear African American brothers, you have to listen very closely. How did we become this Western African with you on the television, guys? Come on. We have drill music here, but we also cling to soul. So we take the positive. You are our image when we are outside of Africa. When you are born and raised here, or me, I was 2 years old when my father when we arrived here, and I am, I'm speaking English with you, but I'm translating it from Dutch. In my mind, I'm translating it from Dutch and speaking English with you. How am I this African that knows the politics best back home? I don't. Haven't you noticed that immigrants are also very negative about their government back home? They speak as Europeans speak of Africa. You speak also as Americans speak of Africa. We are in a propaganda domain. We are in the propaganda domain. Certain words are being said in certain tones.
Exactly.
And after 30 years, 20 years living here, you are done. You are this broken African. It's the same. That's why we are as loud as a Dutch person. But hey, white Americans are Dutch people, German people, etc. So you guys and we here in Europe, we sound the same. This brother is British Guyana. I am Dutch, Dutch black, quote unquote. I'm African, but in my mind, so Dutch and British made America. So of course you are going, us here in the Netherlands, in England, and in North America, we are closer to each other than, for example, someone from Nigeria yesterday, or maybe 5 or 10 years ago. You understand what I'm? Maybe I use too much words. What I'm trying to say is we are all broken African.
Right.
My parents remember.
You made an excellent point. You made an excellent point.
Remember Africa, and even those guys that did only grammar school in the Cape Verde Islands, they have that Cape Verdean mind. They know the proverbs. I speak Cape Verdean, but without the proverbs. You understand the difference?
Yeah, Jose. Let me ask you a question. What you're saying, what I said a long time too. There's a worldwide propaganda machine, right? Which basically all black people. It's not just immigrants who are anti-African American. African Americans are anti-African American. I see more anti-African American propaganda from African Americans, left, right, center, whatever, right there. Black people are no good. Black people this. We just start blurting out a bunch of stuff about ourselves and everything because it's a narrative. Everything about Black America is negative, right? It's negative. Everybody has a negative thing to say about Black America and everything. And so therefore what happens is everybody rides on that anti-African American. There's a group of people that America holds up as its conquest. Black African Americans are America's conquest. You can come over here, you can shit on them, beat on them and everything. And America always exalts everyone over the African American, even though when we look at the raw statistics, right? And I had to send this to the Kungenda channel of Shay, right? About immigrants coming to America. Top is Indian immigrants, $130,000, $50,000 a year. Number 56 is Ghana at $70,000 a year median income. Those are small numbers. Nigeria is only 66,000 median income, right? But yet the media puts out this propaganda that immigrants are doing so well and everything. Why? Because there's 44 million African Americans. If you take only a few 100,000 Ghanaians, a few 100,000 Cape Verdeans, 200,000, of course, their median incomes are going to look like they're higher. But it does not mean that they're actually doing better. They're actually suffering the same racism that Black Americans did. But the thing is, in the mind of most immigrants, I'm not Black African American. I'm Nigerian. I can go back to the country. So therefore, when they see all the stuff about Black people in America, Black people, Black Island, but in their mind, Black immigrant, they're not talking about me. They're talking about those people. So
Yeah,
that's the difference between. That's the difference. Let me say it. That's the difference between the Shirley Chisholm and all the immigrants that came before. When you said something about Black people, Stokely Carmichael, you're talking about him. Over the years, because of the media and everything like that, they sectioned off the immigrant for the African American population, and the divide is there is real. So it's unfortunate that we have to unfair to basically attack African Americans not being Pan Africanists when Africans basically don't want to assimilate with the black. In other words, basically, if you come to America, right, used to be a time when as soon as you landed on that plane, Sidney Poitier talked about that. He was basically upper class when he came from the Virgin Islands and everything like that. As soon as he came to Florida, right, he had his first racial encounter. He realized what group of people he had.
Let me give you an example.
Now, because yeah.
Can I give you an example? I'm here in the Netherlands, right?
Okay,
I'm a Cape Verdean. So our ex-slave master is Portuguese. So I am with whites that are not my ex-slave master, and I am with blacks that have had this Dutch guy. We really need to speak more with each other. Listen closely. So I am here in the Netherlands. Here is this white guy, the owner of this land, and here is this ex-slave from Suriname, Dutch Guyana, and some islands in the Caribbean, right? So am I forced to integrate? Am I forced to understand Suriname and the Dutch Antilles before I can integrate in the Netherlands? That's what I'm hearing between the lines, you know. So let's talk more with each other, and then we can see these types of relations. You know, I am a mirror, and you guys are a mirror, right? So you guys now have this ADOS FBA. And it sounds like Suriname people here in the Netherlands. It's like, no, this white guy is mine. You Muslims stay away. You black immigrants stay away. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. You're right.
Let's speak more with each other. Let's share more with each other instead of defense.
But I feel like that's just how this country is set up. Like that's why I'm so like pro go back to Africa or like get my resources, and because I just think the way the whole system's set up is gonna be like that. That's why you have African immigrants. Some are pushed to Minnesota, some are pushed to California. They gotta separate us all out. They got, you know, it's really it's a system. Like I don't think that's why we beat kind of like we're not dropping another dime.
How do you got Liberians in North Dakota? In Wyoming, what the hell is that? You know,
it started with one family. I know how that works. It started with one family or one, 2 or 3 families from the same village. That's how that happens. It's with word of mouth. But can I share one more dime with you?
Yeah. Well, one more thing. We're gonna close out. So go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Us Cape Verdeans in Portugal. We are in this clinch with the Portuguese guy because we have this negative history with each other. Yeah, you were the colonizer of my country, etc., etc. And I see a typical thing. So Cape Verdeans in Portugal, they think I have made it when I work with a bank, with a known bank. When I work in the government, then I have made it. You know. And I see this same pattern here in the Netherlands, but us Cape Verdeans don't have this relation with the Dutch guy. So our when we do business, it's outside of the barber shop, the club, and the job at the bank or in the government. You understand? So you got a very young guy here renting boats, and Suriname people speak the language. You would expect that they would mingle more and be more integrated in the Dutch society, but they are less integrated because they are blocked. This Dutch guy is this guy that enslaved me for all this time. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. And maybe African Americans, some don't want to go to Africa. Okay, go to Germany. I swear you will do better because there's something off of your shoulder.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, let me say this. There's a large.
And Kala, after your comment, we're gonna close out. So go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, Africa, there's a huge African American community going well overseas. Africa, there's a large black middle class here. But the thing is, it does, like I said on Brand Show, Black America, no matter what your income level is, what your everything, because a lot of African Americans in the middle class, upper class, and everything, but just the way America's situated, no matter, you could be from the poorest village in Vietnam or Cambodia. The America culture is, as long as you are not a slave descendant, you have a one up. That's why people think they could talk down to us. They could, because African America is the only group of people in America that have the only encyclopedia, the only almanac, a whole 50,000 inventions, patents in America. We have a lot of success, but it doesn't mean anything because we live in this racist country that basically rewards anyone that basically denounces us or distances himself from us. And that's what they're doing with the black immigrants. It's saying, if you want to be all right in America, you better stay away from these people. You better denounce them and talk down to them at any turn. And that's what's fueling this so-called ADOS FBA movement, which I'm fighting. And that's what I got. All I got.
All right, hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family. Dynasty. Let me say this, Black Critic. I apologize for telling you to shut up. It's just, I apologize for telling you to shut up. And I told somebody to shut up on the show previous. I apologize. That was rude of me to tell you to shut up, but I still stand by my statement. Like Booker T. Washington said, come, learn the skills, and go back and build up your countries. I don't see why anybody would get offended by that. I just don't understand. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. I mean, that's what China's doing. Peace.